Very interesting story that I saw yesterday. I'm just now getting around to making a video about it. But Peter Thiel's VC fund invests millions into Bitcoin. Market reacts. This is fascinating. Peter Thiel, if you don't know who Peter Thiel is, he was a co-founder of PayPal, and an early Facebook investor. He was a massive co-founder of PayPal. I think that's fascinating for a few reasons. Guy's a very interesting character. I encourage you to do some research on Peter Thiel. This is his name. Google him, look him up. Um, Definitely a big player in Silicon Valley, big tech investor, obviously. Obviously understands some of the workings, the inner workings, if you will, of financial tech, being a co-founder in PayPal originally. Um, has a bit of a libertarian streak about him. He's also currently sitting on President Trump's technical advisory board. But a fascinating guy. He disclosed, I think this is interesting, and I think people may be making a lot to do about nothing. He could very well no longer be in Bitcoin. That is possible, or at least he could have cashed out a large percentage of it. Because if you read this article, it says his venture capital fund, Founders Fund, venture capital firm, Founders Fund, invested millions, invested 10, 15 to 20 million into Bitcoin, which has grown to hundreds of millions in the past year. Of course, this went up, 1,400+% or whatever. There's nothing reason to say that he hasn't sold all that stake. It doesn't disclose that. There's no reason to say he hasn't sold a portion of it. There's no reason to say that he didn't, leak this story because, he wanted to see it go back up and he thought maybe he could manipulate the market. Who knows? It's hard to really say. The most fascinating thing here is that he invested in it, period. He saw the benefit of decentralized cryptocurrency. And he has given talks, in this article references that he's he's very skeptical on the cryptocurrency space, but he's not skeptical on Bitcoin. He believes that it has, at the very least, a chance to be a technical or a cyber reserve form of wealth, or kind of a reserve form of gold, which some people have referred to Bitcoin as being that, mainly because it's so portable. If you try to consider carrying like $100,000 in gold, for example, you would have, several ounces of gold that could be quite heavy. But you could put $1 million in Bitcoin, or even $1 billion of Bitcoin, on just something, a hardware wallet the size of a simple thumb drive. So this bodes well. This is positive news. It's good to hear stuff like this. I always say be skeptical about all the news stories. Kind of look at it from both sides. Kind of try to figure out, what's the real benefit of the news story. It's not that his fund so much invested money, but it's really that a guy like this with his background sees the value of something like Bitcoin. That's really the big news. So it's a good news story for cryptocurrency. I love this space. I believe in this space. We are on the cusp of the future. I believe, like, I've got a couple of videos coming up. I've got one, by the way, that's going to be coming up the next couple of days. I've debated whether I was going to do this video or not, but I have found a way to be able to purchase Genesis mining contracts. That's right. The website says they're sold out, but I purchased some today, so I hope to get a video up in the next couple of days, and I'll show you that. I also have a video up where there's a very popular financial blogger, very well educated, basically ripped apart Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. And I think he has a good viewpoint to look at, but I think he was wrong on so many levels, and I want to talk about it specifically because when you're investing in this space, you hear some people being super negative, and I think many times it may just be from a misinterpretation of the technology, or a misinterpretation of the market, or even worse, just total sheer ignorance in what's going on here. So I'm going to make a video about that as well. Leave a comment below. Let me know, do you want the video about the blogger who was negative on Bitcoin? Or do you want me to do a video showing you how to purchase Genesis mining contracts first? Let me know which video you want first. Just leave me a message in the comments, and that will determine which video I do next. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, great night, or great morning, depending on when you're watching this. God bless.